Hello there everyone, and welcome to our April Stamp and Die Release Full Reveal video. First up we have Strength Blooms. So this is a 6x8 stamp set that contains 2 large layering florals as well as 4 leaves and also some sentiments as well. So these all reflect around strength and it blooming. On the back we do have the layering guide for the 2 florals. The leaves are just a single layer, so we don't need the layering guide for those. As well as the stamp set, we also have the die set available. Remember that yours will come in packaging. Mine are just a prototype, so we have the dies for the flowers and also the leaves in there. Here we go, we can see a card that I have made with the stamp set. So you can see that I've stamped the flowers in a mixture of pinks and the leaves in a grey colour. Next up we have Just For You. So this is another 6x8 layering set. This one has a large floral bloom as well as 2 layering leaves and some sentiments as well. On the back we do have the layering guide for the large bloom and the leaves, and at the top we have a little bit of an inspiration on how you can put this together if you would like, but you can always play around with this and create it just the way that you want it to be. As well as the stamp set, we do have the die set available, which cuts the bloom, the leaves, and also the U as well. So that's a standalone U if you would like to use it by itself. Here is a card that I've used so you can see how large that beautiful bloom is. Next up we have In My Thoughts. This is another 6x8 layering stamp set which includes a tree, the trunk, and also some blossom to go on it as well. As well as the image, we do have lots of beautiful sentiments in here in a mix of fonts, so some sans serif and also a lovely cursive font. On the back we can see that we have the guide, so we can stamp this beautiful tree here. So you can use this in many different ways and use it on lots of different cards. As well as the stamp set, we do have the die set available which cuts out the beautiful tree as well. Here I've used it on a card. I've just used it simply by stamping the outline in black, the bark in brown, and then the blossom in pink. Next up we have Mega Greetings. Now this is a really fun and cool stamp set which has a large hello and thanks as well as a swirl and large sentiments to go with the 2 other big words in the set. As you can see, I've used it on the card from before just to add the For Everything in, and you can see that the For Everything is really quite large, so you can use this to make your sentiments stand out a lot. Next up we have Gradient Stripe. So this is another 6x8 stamp set. It has a large background stamp on here which creates a kind of an ombre gradient image when you stamp it. As well as the stamp set, we have the sentiments in there as well, and you can see on this card that I've used it, it gives you a brilliant ombre look to your backgrounds. Next up we have Watercolor Dots. This is a large 6x8 stamp set with a large background stamp as well as elements that you can use on the little dots if you would like to, or you can use them on their own or separately to create lots of great images on your cards. As well as the background and the corresponding images that you can use on there, we do have lots of beautiful sentiments in there to use as well. As you can see, I've just used the dots on the back of this card. I've used it in a diagonal manner just to give a fun look to the background. Next up we have Happy Heart. Now this is a 6x4 stamp set and it has lots of beautiful hand-drawn florals as well as sentiments. The florals in this set are all outlined, so they are great for using your watercolor markers or any artist markers or any kind of colouring medium that you would like. As well as the stamp set, there is the coordinating die set available as well, which cuts out all of the floral images. I've used it on this card. All I've done is I've stamped it in some white embossing powder onto some watercolour cardstock, then carefully watercoloured, well not carefully, loosely watercoloured the images to go on the background. Next up we have Folksy Florals. So this is a really cute 4x6 stamp set which has little flowers in there as well as sentiments. These flowers can be mixed and matched to create different effects, or you can use them as we do have on the guide at the back to create beautiful floral stems. As well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available which cuts out all of the different flowers and also the stem image that's included in the stamp set. As I said, you can play around with these images to create different kind of looks, and they do work well mixed and matched. I have used the cute little florals in the background of my card here, and you can see that I've played around with a few of the layers to create these beautiful blooms in the background. Next up we have Party Time stamp set. So this is a 4x6 layering stamp set which creates lots of little sequins, banners, streamers, and also has layered sentiments in this set as well. If we turn it over, you can see how the layers in this set work. So they can create streamers, lots of different kind of banners, and as well as these cute little sequins as well here. As well as the stamp set, there is also a coordinating die set available which cuts out the streamer and also all of the little sequin images. The sequins can just be cut on their own to create beautiful little cupped sequins out of different coloured cardstock, or you can use them with the stamp set as well. Here you can see I've used the streamers at the background as well as some sequin die cuts. All I've done here is cut this out of some glitter cardstock to create my own little sequins. Next up we have Mini Hello stamp set. This is a sweet little 2x3 stamp set, and it has a hello as well as little floral images. You can see you can just use this set on its own to create beautiful little cards, or you can use them on other cards as well. As you can see, I've used the beautiful hello script onto a different card and it works really well. Next up we have Wish Big stamp set. So this is another 3x2 stamp set, and this one contains a large sentiment. So this can be used on all different projects such as cards and birthday layouts, as well as other cards if you would like. The wish is solid, but the big you can colour in if you would like. Next up we have Dream Big stamp set. This stamp set contains a 3-layer butterfly as well as a sentiment. As well as the stamp set, there is a corresponding die available, and you can see that I've used the beautiful little butterfly on this card here. Next up we have Mega Hello die. Now this is a standalone die, but it can be used with the Mega Greetings as well. So you can cut this from many different coloured cardstocks to create large sentiments on your cards and paper crafting projects. I've just used it on this card, cutting it from black and added some images behind. Next up we have Mega Thanks die. The same as the Mega Hello die. This can coordinate with the Mega Greetings stamp set. As you can see here, I've cut it from the card and I've used the Mega Greetings to add a second sentiment below it. Next up we have You Are Loved die. So this one cuts it out all in one. So once you cut it, they are all connected, so it just comes out as one piece, which is really great for adhering it to your projects. You don't have to mess around with fiddly little pieces. It all comes out as one die. Next up we have Gradient Lines cover die. So this is on the same lines as the Gradient Stripes cover stamp set, and this creates lovely gradient effects to your background. So here I've cut it out of a piece of white cardstock, and then I've blended ink over the other negative pieces and then popped them back in for a fun effect. We really do hope that you see something in our April stamp and die release that inspires you, and we can't wait to see what you create. If you would like to watch any more videos, we have a couple here. We would love it if you do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any videos that we do upload. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Goodbye!